If not, they're definitely trying to shut me down. I already know I'm shadow banned. So hopefully the sound is working now. I doubt it, but let's see. This is the stupidest thing ever. Biggest waste of my time. Come on, YouTube, get your sound working. Hopefully it's working. I don't even know if it's working. This is so stupid. What a waste of time. There's no way to know if it's working. This is the stupidest freaking platform ever. What's up, guys? So, first we got to find out if the sound's working. Then we got to wait for enough people to come in, and then I can start. And then I have to... We've been trying for about an hour now. Come on. Okay, it's good. I don't know what happened. Yesterday, this one was working fine. You know, the day before, this one was working, and the day before, this one was working. So every day, it's one of my different phones works. Sometimes this one doesn't work. Sometimes this one doesn't work. So it's something, I think it's something with YouTube. It can't be my phones. So it's definitely YouTube suppressing my channel, shadow banning, because I think that they do that for a reason. The algorithm doesn't allow sound, so that when you restart, you won't get as many views, because it thinks that you're going live too many times. So I definitely think it's the algorithm trying to keep me shadow banned, because we've been getting a lot less viewers lately. So we've definitely got a current shadow ban right now. It could go away in the future. I've been shadow banned before, and then it goes away, and then it comes right back. So it's all about suppression of the algorithm. That's what it's doing, because my phones work perfect. This one was not working yesterday. Today, see, he says no sound. Now it's not working. It works for a minute and then it stops. Yeah. It's good. All right, I'm going to ban the guy that says no sound. All right. If anyone tries to mess me up or say there's no sound, you're getting banned. For good, too. For good. Ukraine, and it goes away. He says I'm good. I trust Jesus Rodriguez. So, yeah, they're trolling. He's gone. He ain't coming back for 24 hours. Well, he's probably still here. He's watching, but now he's banned. Okay. Either way, guys, I already said what I needed to say. In the previous, when you couldn't hear me talk, I said everything I wanted to say. So now we're going to go to the questions. All right? We're going right straight to the questions, because I already said the very important stuff. So, Buy the dip. Transformer lives matter. Yes. All lives matter. Yeah. Look at that. We got 11 viewers in here. Let's pump this up. Pump it up, guys. Okay, what did I really want to say? The price of gold is 44.51. It was kind of chilling at 4444. You know that guy William Matar, 8444444? The price of gold was 444444. And now it's 4451. So we're kind of just chilling, okay? We're kind of chilling. I was hoping, we would get a bullish reversal here, but there's a lot of talk about portfolio rebalancing, okay? The Bloomberg Commodities Index. Have you guys heard of this? It's a index that has a basket of different commodities, okay? And they're all talking about rebalancing. And that's what's in the news right now, and that's what's driving that is preventing gold and silver from going higher right now, because everyone thinks that they're going to dump $6.8 billion of silver on the market to rebalance the commodities index. And supposedly it's already starting, or it's going to start on the 9th. But I heard it's already starting. But who knows? So we could see something crazy happen on the 9th. And as a matter of fact, I was watching some other YouTubers, Bo Polney and some others, and they think that on the 9th, something is going to start to happen. Okay, I don't really know. But even if they dump their silver contracts to rebalance, there's going to be somebody buying them, I bet. Some big player is going to be buying these because silver's got the momentum. It's got everything going for it now. People are waking up to silver. And the best thing about silver is not even its uses, but the best thing right now is that it is maintaining a high price. And that's going to bring in more confidence. Okay. Every time silver has hit 50, comes right back down. But now we hit $75 and we're just staying up here. Silver's just chilling at $75 an ounce. And it's not crashing. The longer it stays up here, the more confident investors will become. And I think you're going to see investors start to buy the dips. If we dip down to 60 or 70, you're going to see those get bought up right away by the smart investors. But so yes, this commodities index, they have to rebalance. I mean, rebalancing simply means that a certain part of your portfolio goes up so much. Okay, let's say that you have 10 stocks. One of those stocks goes up 10x. So what's the most logical thing to do? Sell some of that one and buy some of the other ones that didn't go up yet. That's called rebalancing your portfolio. And I believe in rebalancing my portfolio. But there are times when you can let certain stocks just keep flying, okay? Right now, gold and silver stocks, I don't even think it's good to sell those. I think you should just let them keep flying. I don't believe in this rebalancing thing all the time, okay? Because, yes, you would want to rebalance your portfolio if silver went up and overshoots its target, okay? If silver goes up to 300, then yeah, I would say sell some silver and rebalance your portfolio. But silver's only up to 75 here. And so many people are calling for higher silver, I think it would be foolish for them to rebalance right now. If anything, I think the Bloomberg Commodities Index should buy more silver contracts if they want to make money, So I don't even know if I believe this, that they're really rebalancing. I don't even know if they are going to dump all their silver contracts. It's just that they believe that they will, that it's thought that they will, okay? If anything, I think that they should buy more silver. So, like and subscribe. John, you're usually in a great mood. Why are you up today? I was upset because the volume wasn't working. And it's literally giving me a lot of problems. Okay? The market is expecting it, and large players are shorting silver. When it sinks, they'll cover their positions and then reinvest. Yeah. But I think there's going to be so many people expecting it to dip, and maybe it won't. And then all these people are going to think that they were going to get the buy of a lifetime. Silver was going to dip and they were going to buy it. And what happens if that doesn't happen? All these people are going to feel left out and they're going to have to jump on silver at any price. Okay? So I'm just saying, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know for sure if this rebalancing is actually going to make silver dip. Okay? Because the markets are starting to understand that bad news is good news. So people might be buying up silver right now. I think that they are. But we're going to find out tomorrow if silver is going to dump. So this is a really interesting time. I'm very excited to see if silver is going to dump. If it does, then I think you could buy AGQ. You could buy, Courier Mining, Hecla Mining, Silver Corp. So yeah, if silver does dip, that's a good opportunity. Okay? You got to look at a dip as a good thing. And when when we're in the year 2030, you're going to wish you could have bought silver at 70 or 60 or whatever the heck we do dip to. If we do get a dip on the 9th, 10th, 11th, you got to look at it as a gift from God, okay? Silver is God's money. He wants the people to have silver so that they can barter. We can barter for the things that we need. We can trade the silver for what we need during the end times, okay? And I do believe that we are in the end times. And we're going to see things get much, much worse, okay? With this war in Venezuela, I think it's going to get even worse. I almost believe that Trump is trying to start a war. And I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine, and we kind of think that they're trying to get us into war. Okay? So we're just going to have to wait and see how this plays out. Interesting about mining stock. The sector is still 50% undervalued from 2011 valuations. Yeah. The gold and the silver stocks, I believe, are holding back here because the investors are very skittish. They're very afraid. Gold investors are some of the most fearful people in the entire world. That's why they hold gold. A lot of the gold investors are even scared to buy gold stocks. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So for some reason, the gold stocks are holding back. I think it's because they need more inflation and the dollar is holding steady. Okay? We really need to see silver go to a new record high. I think we're this close to the gold and the silver stocks going ballistic. We're this close. You can see them really starting to move. When gold has an up day now, the mining stocks are really starting to do good. Look at First Majestic. That just hit $18 a share. AG. AG is actually the periodic symbol for silver. And that's their stock ticker, AG. So take a look at that stock, AG. And that's almost up to 18 bucks today. It probably dipped a little bit. I'm going to guess it's 17.85. Let's take a look. I want to take a look at First Majestic stock. Okay, guys? Write this one down on your list. I still think it's got a long way to run. Okay? I think this is a $30, $35 stock. And right now it's only trading for like 17 bucks. Okay? So let's check it out. See where we're at. Yeah, it's 1776. Isn't that when the country was founded? 1776? So yeah. And these guys are making real money. First Majestic. The revenue is about to skyrocket. In 2024, they made $768 million, okay? Now, they're going to start to report some better revenue. All these companies are, okay? I still think gold and silver stocks are the place to be because now that the price is up, they're going to start to report higher earnings and they're going to be able to pay off debt. They're going to be able to do a lot of stuff, okay? So this time is really a key. You want to be in on gold stocks. If you want to get the gold stocks, join my Patreon, all right? Let's see what their latest earnings are, if it even says. Record financial results. Look at this, guys. It says record financial results. Let's check it out. Isn't AG a silver royalty company? I might have that wrong. It's a good one, though. It's called First Majestic Silver. It's extremely popular. A lot of people know about this one. That's why I like it, okay? And a lot of people have heard about it. So I think there's going to be a lot of buyers. So First Majestic Silver, AG, is pleased to announce the company's unaudited condensed interim consolidated financial results for the second quarter ending in June 2025. The full version of the financial. Okay, so robust silver equivalent production plus 48%. The company produced 7.9 million silver equivalent ounces, including 3.7 million ounces in Q2. Record quarterly revenue. It looks like it's up 94%. For a second consecutive quarter, the company achieved a quarterly record of 262 million, 54% from silver sales, representing 94% increase compared to 136 million. Higher mine operating earnings, record earnings before tax, depreciation. So record EBITDA, net earnings plus $104 million. Guys, everything looks good. Their free cash flow is up. So it's looking incredible, guys. First Majestic, let's see what their latest dividend is. So their dividends have been low, but I expect them to go much higher, okay? First Majestic pays an annual dividend of 2 cents per share. But yeah, I expect that dividend to go way, way higher by many, many, many multiples, okay? Their dividends could be 50 cents a quarter. You know, things are gonna change, guys. With silver entering a new reality, a lot of these companies are gonna start to pay big dividends. So, dude, you low-key kind of look like Charlie Kirk. No. But yeah, supposedly Charlie Kirk filed for divorce days before he died. There's a lot of weird stuff about that, guys. I don't even know. I think Charlie Kirk was probably a simp. He's probably like, oh yeah, this woman's hot, I'll marry her. I don't care if she's evil, you know? Or he thought of it as a political marriage or something like that. Or he was forced to marry her by the powers that be. I don't know. I don't even know. That's why I don't even feel like talking about Charlie Kirk. Because it's just... don't know. All right? But guys, yes, you can ask questions today. Chevron is using brokered oil tankers. Amazing opportunity for investing. Chevron, that's CVX. They pay a dividend of about like 4%. Yeah, I mean, the price of Chevron it's right up there. It looks like it's about to drop. But you could certainly dollar cost average on Chevron. Yeah, sure. You can buy a little bit now. If it drops, buy a little bit more. I don't particularly like Chevron, but it is a pretty big, stable company, which is going to strengthen your portfolio. But I'm more of a fan of the unknown oil stocks, such as IMPP, INDO, Petrobrazil. If you want my full list of oil stocks, join the Patreon. But just so you know, guys, Petrobrazil, this was up to $60 a share before, and now it's only $11. I believe we will go up to $100. You might think that's crazy, but yes, that's a 10x move. Imagine if you buy Petrobrazil now for $11 a share, it goes up to $100 in about maybe 3 years, 4 years, and then the dividends are going to be extreme, okay? So you got to realize getting wealthy is a process that takes time. You have to build positions in high quality assets over time, okay? And your income is your number one tool for getting rich. So you got to invest as much of your income as you can, all right? And you got to buy dividend oil stocks. I think oil is going to be bigger than gold, okay? The company uses broker ships. Broker the ships. That means they're not their ships. They make bids on them to use them or something. I don't know. What does brokered ships mean? What does that even mean? Brokered ships. A small fleet of ships booked by Chevron is sailing to Venezuela as the company emerges as the only exporter of the country's oil following the outsider. So yeah, Chevron, which is basically, I think, a U.S. company, they're going in to load up with oil and take the oil away. They're going to load up probably millions of pounds, millions of gallons of oil. And then what are they going to do? Are they going to sell it to China? Are they going to bring it back to the U.S.? Because I'll tell you this, if they take the oil from Venezuela and ship it back to the U.S., China is going to be pissed, guys. Something bad is going to break. Something's got to give, okay? They rent them from another company. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like most of your analysis is saying something will go up because it did before. Oh, with Petrobrazil, yes. We can look to market cycles. And history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes, okay? So yes, in the past, under George Bush, we had similar conditions as we are starting to see emerge today. And I believe that we will repeat history. So we will see a resurgence of oil. Oil price will go higher, and that means that oil stocks will go higher. So yes, oil does go kind of in cycles. And now we're kind of really low. So this is when you buy it. You buy low, and then we're going to go back up, and then you sell high. Okay? So yes, I think that oil is going to go up because it did before. Yes, because we're going to have some of the same economic conditions as we did before. Okay, we're going to have war, and we're going to have inflation, we're going to have money printing, and we're going to have low interest rates, all of which will boost oil. So yes, oil is going to go up because it did before. We have the same conditions. Only this time, I think that the world is even producing less oil. I think that we already hit peak oil. So now there's not enough oil in the ground, and there's going to be an increase in demand. So right now they're saying there's a glut of oil, and it's because they're producing maximum amounts because they need the money. But in the future, there will not be a glut of oil. There's going to be not enough. So oil is actually going to go into a shortage, just like silver. And I think you're going to see the price of oil skyrocket. So the time is now to buy oil stocks. Yes. It's not their ships. They're using another company. That's weird. Why would Chevron use another company's ships? Maybe they're afraid because their own ships would get blown up. Or maybe they don't have enough ships. I don't even know. I just checked out the forward multiples on AG. Forward PE of 30 on an unexpected 100% earnings increase. So cheap. Yes, that's why I said. I think First Majestic is really a $35 stock. Okay? And I do believe that First Majestic will come into its own and it will overshoot. And it will go to $40, $50. Okay? It's just a matter of time. And if we see silver at 300, then I think First Majestic, that could go to 80 or $100. Because they're going to be making mad money. You can't even understand how much money. They're basically printing money. For every ounce of silver they dig out of the ground, they're making so much money. Okay? Because silver is worth 75 an ounce. They can dig it out of the ground for probably 15. Let me see. Let's see if I can find information on how much it costs. I'll look at your comment in a second, dude. So, metals markets analysis. Steve Angelo estimates that the first half of 2024, the total weighted average cost of production among the leading silver mines rose to at least $26 per ounce. But this isn't First Majestic. But so it may cost them somewhere around $26 an ounce. And it's worth 75. So they're making a lot of money, okay? First Majestic even has their own mint. They sell silver bars, which is pretty cool. So I've decided I'll start buying some silver every other month. That's a good way to do it. Dollar cost average. You buy the lows, you buy the highs, you get a good average price, okay? Although I think it still might drop. Yes, but it might not. You think it might drop. You may be right, you may be not. You have to accept that, you don't really know 100%. I don't know. Silver might drop to 60 bucks. But there's also a chance that we're going to run up to 120, 150 very quickly. Okay? So I think if you don't have any silver, you got to start to buy it now. You got to buy a little bit. If you have none, buy a little bit and then wait and then buy some more. Chevron would use another companies because the fleet costs too much. They don't want to carry the CapEx in their balance sheet. Okay. You know a lot more about this stuff than me with some of these oil stocks. AG, based on forward multiples, I have intrinsic value at $35 to $45. Why is First Majestic stock not skyrocketing, guys? I said it's because silver investors are skittish. Maybe these funds are not adding in any silver miners yet. That's part of the problem. Back in 2010, silver miners and gold miners were being added into different mutual funds that the general public could more easily purchase. So, and I think the public still doesn't really know a lot about silver stocks and gold stocks, and they still got to wake up, Retail is going to be the last to the party. We're early, guys. You got to understand. With gold and silver, we're still early. With oil stocks, we're really early. Really early. Because oil stocks could still stay low for another year and a half. I don't know. But I think that they could take off at any time. That's why I'm buying them now. Yeah, oil could tank, but if it does, I'm going to buy it. Don't do that until it drops. It's definitely going to drop. It always does. Never say all. I mean, we'll see. Let's see how the markets are doing today, though. But yeah, First Majestic. If you don't have First Majestic, buy that one. So it looks like the S&P 500 is down. The Dow Jones is up to 49,200. The NASDAQ is down to 23,000. I have about 18 ounces of silver coins in my collection, but I find that more silver would be better. More silver is always better. I have a bunch of silver. But I wish I had a lot more. If I had like a lot more, I'd probably sell a little bit and like buy a nice car or something, treat myself a little bit. But no. So we've got NRGU, the triple leveraged oil fund, is up 13%. NRGU, this is the best way to get leverage on oil. Okay. I can't believe it's up 13%. Okay, guys? So, how much is oil up? You can just see the power of this. Oil is up 2%, but NRGU is up 13%. Okay? What do you think is going to happen to the NRGU if oil goes up to 150? This thing's going to skyrocket. Okay? So that's what you want to be looking at is the NRGU for oil. And remember, to get the full list of oil stocks, join my Patreon. All right, we got Plug Power today up 2%. Based on gap forward earnings, stock is trading at $6.80 cheap. Yeah. Oh yeah, First Majestic is cheap. The other one is Hecla Mining and Courier Mining. Hecla is HL and Courier is CDE. Both of those are on my Patreon, and they're all doing well. So if you guys want to get the best stocks, join the Patreon. I make it as cheap as I can, $10. You have no excuse why you do not have my list of stocks. All right, guys? Woodside Energy today up $15.77. DJT, this is one of my favorite meme stocks. It's at $14. So that is It's pretty cheap. It's pretty cheap. Are you buy? No, I'm straight, bro. ETFs will stay main priority for me. Just remember that leveraged ETFs have a decay rate. They will decay over time if the underlying asset stays flat or goes down. So leveraged ETFs can be riskier, so you got to be safe. But those are the ones I like the best. I love leveraged ETFs. If you really want to make a lot of money, you can buy option calls on leveraged ETFs. And of course, if you're wrong, you're going to lose a lot of money. Okay, we got AGQ. This is the leveraged silver ETF. I told you guys to buy it at about 35 bucks. Today, it's 178. And that's down 10%. We went down 10%, and it's still way up from when I made that call and told you guys to all buy it. Any new list for your Patreon members? I just currently have my oil stocks on there. Because I told you guys gold and silver was going to be first, oil is going to be next. So just, I would say you want to keep buying the gold and silver stocks, but also you can start to buy oil stocks now. In my opinion. Bitcoin's down to 90,000. That sucks. Because Bitcoin hit 94 the other day, dropped 3,000. So crypto, it's going to be demoralizing. They're going to try to shake you out, just like they're going to try to shake you out of your gold and silver. Okay, if you're getting nervous, if you think like you're going to lose money, just go do something else. Just put your crypto down and just walk away. You know, don't let them sucker you into selling. Because these crypto prices are very low. If you sell now, I think that's a fool's game. That's foolish if you sell your crypto now. All right, guys. Stocks for gold and silver are a scam. The money goes to people who use it to buy actual gold. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I buy gold and silver stocks. Eventually, I'm going to sell those stocks, and I'm going to buy real gold and silver. Yeah, it all depends how you look at it, bro. So what you said is not really true. I invest mostly in all world ETFs that pay a little dividend as well. Silver or ETFs, I personally only invest long term. Yes, I love long term investing. And building wealth slowly. Will sell nothing at least 10 to 40 years. Yeah, I think your best long term stocks are going to be your commodities ETFs and your oil stocks and your stocks like Devon Energy, Rio Tinto, okay? Stocks that are digging these minerals out of the ground, they're getting oil out of the ground. Those are going to be your best for long term. Also stocks like Energy Transfer, so energy stocks, Plains All American Pipeline, these oil pipeline stocks, okay? I think those are going to be your best long-term holds. And they're going to perform very well, okay? Centerra Gold, CGAU, that is up to $15.35, okay? That's a good one. That's a good one. USAU, this is up to $20.65. US Gold Corp. I really like that because it says US, so people are going to love that. And then it says gold right in the name, okay? That's all the investors care about anyways. Does it say gold? You know, when it comes to these penny stocks, it's got to say gold. And that will help the stock go up higher, okay? People love to speculate on penny stocks that have the word gold in the name, especially if they got a good share structure. So if you want to get the best gold stocks, join my Patreon, guys. Here is a good commodities ETF, okay? It's called PDBC. PDBC. I don't need to show you, but it's up today. It's up today to $13.54. That is a good wow. Indo is up 35 cents. INDO, Indonesian oil. It's up 35 cents today. Am I going to sell? No. Hell no. I'm not selling until that hits 40 bucks. All right, guys, remember, so Silver Corp is still at $9. Genius Group stock is at 64 cents. This is a good one because it's a good scam company. They're really good at scamming the public, and not only that, but they hold a lot of Bitcoin. Okay, so it's run by Roger J. Hamilton, and he has been buying Bitcoin for the company. So when Bitcoin goes up, expect GNS, Genius Group stock, to go up as well. They're really good at deception and scheming. So that's why I think that the price is going to go higher. GNS, okay? You're live with more entertaining. Yeah, Genius Group. It's a really good scam company. So you can expect the price to go higher. A really bad scam company is Mullen. Can't buy a stock called Genius. You don't need to. Yeah. They're very good at deceiving a lot of people. But if you can see through the deception, then you can kind of see what's going to happen to the stock. Petro Brazil up a... I'll show you this one, guys. Petro Brazil. PBR. This is a good one, guys. This is one of my favorite stocks of all time, okay? There it is. It's up. See right here? This is when oil was going up. You know, we had George Bush, we had war. Oil was like $150 a barrel, okay? And now oil is down to like $57 a barrel. When oil goes back up, this thing's going to go back up too. I expect this to go way back up to here. Somewhere's in here. And it'll be probably over here. It'll probably go like this. Something like that. Okay? So look at the dividend, 9% dividend. So 24 cents times 4, that's about $1 a year. Okay? So yeah, their dividend, Petro Brazil's dividend, is about $1 a year. And you're able to get those dividends 4 times a year, every quarter. So 4 times a year, you can reinvest those dividends and grow and grow and grow, okay? So that is my recommendation with Petro Brazil, is that you buy that and then you reinvest the dividends, okay? Guys broke talking about tops in silver. I'm not broke. Does this look like I'm broke? Silver is non-productive asset. Yeah, right. It doesn't pay a dividend. But it's very volatile. It's very useful. It's a raw commodity that all these companies need. And it's got the FOMO. People love to FOMO on silver because they know it's a small market cap compared to gold, okay? Silver is poor man's gold. It does not matter that it is a non-yield producing asset. Does not matter. You don't have to only invest in yield producing assets. You don't only have to have assets that generate income. Okay? Silver is going to generate enough income because the price is going to go high enough. You see what I'm saying? Silver is going to generate plenty of income. So don't let that scare you that silver is a non-yielding asset. Do not worry about that, okay? If you had said that, I don't want to buy silver. I don't want to pay $30. I don't want to pay $24 because it doesn't pay a yield. If you would have said that, then you would have missed out huge because silver's at 75. And I told you guys to buy it when it was 24. Okay? And I was buying silver at $5, $6. But I didn't know about YouTube back then because there was no YouTube. Okay? I would have been telling you guys to buy silver at $5 or $6 if I knew how to do YouTube back then. But I didn't. And YouTube wasn't even around probably in the year 2000. But I would have told you guys. Okay? It says unproductive. Yeah, there's a lot of people that hate silver because it's not productive. I mean, silver has a lot of productive uses. It's used in so many things. Batteries, 5G towers, Solar panels. You guys can't even believe that how much solar panels you use. They use a lot, okay? Solar panels use a ton of silver. I collect coins. Good, good, good. Not when JP Morgan can perpetually suppress the price. They can't perpetually suppress it, okay? They cannot suppress the price forever. I know it's just because they've been doing that, you know. I think they're going to let it go, and then they're going to try to suppress it when it hits like 200-300. Then they're going to try to pile on it again. But right now, silver's breaking free. It's been held back like a spring, and now it's breaking. So it's not good to be negative on silver, especially when you know it's needed for a future. You shouldn't really be negative on it. Imagine selling silver at 10% less of spot price. Yeah. If I was going to sell silver today, you know, people that are desperate, they'll go into a coin shop and they'll sell it and they'll take less. But you should sell it on your own. If you have silver, you should sell it on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, and you'll be able to get a premium. These people that sell silver at a coin shop or at a pawn shop, you're stupid. You're dumb. You don't know that you can get more money if you put it on Facebook? You know, this is so stupid. Why would you go to a refinery? Sell it on your own, you dummy. So right now, silver is $76.43. If I was going to sell silver, I would price it at $80 per ounce. Okay? And maybe I couldn't get 80, but someone would definitely pay 78.50. Okay? For sure. For sure. The only reason that you're going to take your silver to a pawn shop is if you're desperate. If you're desperate and stupid. If you're smart, you'll put it on Facebook Marketplace and you'll put it on Craigslist. I'm not going to sell my silver for 10% less. That's stupid. Why do people even talk like that? It's because they don't know that if you put it on Facebook, you can get much, much more. If you sell silver, you should be getting a $3 premium. Okay? If you can't get that, then don't sell it. Wait a couple of weeks. Wait till there's a little bit more demand. Wait till silver hits 85, 90, then sell it. Okay? Wait till all the silver dealers are sold out. Then sell it. You're gonna get a huge premium, okay? Premiums will keep going higher. So why would you sell it below market value? Used in industry and technology and humans like jewelry always, silver will not go to zero. 30 to 60% drop. Silver is a commodity of value or value. Its utility is going up. Yes. Bro, I was calling you broke. Hire me as your bodyguard. Eric, okay. I don't have enough money to hire you as my bodyguard. Take my offer now or your live stream while it's cheap. Take my offer now for your live stream. How much do you want me to pay you for being my bodyguard? I've never seen anyone get rich off of silver. What about silver stocks? Silver stocks. If silver goes up this much, eventually the stocks are going to go up this much, okay? And how about option calls? You're not going to see a lot of people get rich on silver because the last time it went up was in 2011. Maybe you weren't even looking at silver in 2011, so that's why you didn't see anyone get rich from it. A lot of people got rich on silver in 2011 because they were buying option calls on silver stocks, and they were buying the ETF, which is called AGQ. Okay? Yeah, you're not going to get rich on silver, but you can definitely get rich on the stocks, the options. Okay? So yes. But yeah, this guy's a hater. He's a hater. Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, you need my services. No. I don't need a bodyguard. But yeah, if you do sell your silver on Facebook or Craigslist, just meet someone at a bank or meet them at a jewelry shop. But I would usually meet people at like a Walmart, or something like that. You know, it doesn't really matter. Just you don't want to take $20,000 of silver and meet up with a random person. What you want to do is you want to take 5 ounces, and then if they pay you good for your 5 ounces, then say, okay, let's meet up again. I'll sell you 50 this time, or I'll sell you 60 or 70 this time. You don't need a freaking bodyguard. You know, if you're going to go meet people in the hood, yeah. Yeah, sure. But you don't need a bodyguard. You know, just meet them at a bank where there's cameras. It's fine. Might as well invest in Pokemon cards. Yeah, Pokemon cards are a good investment, dude. Tell the truth. Has anyone ever tried to rob you or scam you over Craigslist and Marketplace? No. No. No one's ever, maybe on a car. Maybe I bought a car and it didn't run quite right. Yeah. My car, I bought it on Facebook and it needed a transmission solenoid. So yeah, people do scam you on cars and stuff like that. Yeah. But I would say generally not really. I don't really get scammed on there. Just with the car, that's it. I've met plenty of people for silver and gold and stuff, and I bought silver and gold from people on there. Never had a problem. Never had a problem with the precious metals. 1/3 profits from lives and certain investments we talk. Okay, he wants 1/3 of the profits. Well, guys, I made about $7 last week on YouTube, so you want 1/3 of that? That's about $2. How is a good time to do a long call on gold or silver companies and ETFs? How is a good time? I already bought my options. I'm not buying any more. The higher the price of gold and silver go, the riskier it becomes to buy option calls. Because the higher they go, the more the likelihood that we could get a big dip. So I think it's safer just to buy the stock, you know, just buy like First Majestic, Barrick Gold, just to buy these dividend stocks and hold on to them long term. But if you do want to buy option calls on silver and gold stocks, find ones that are cheap, like less than $5. And then you want to get a strike price for about a year, year and a half. Or I mean, an expiration date for about a year, year and a half away. And then get a strike price that's pretty high, you know, or in the money. If you want to be safe, you get a in the money strike price. So if a stock is $5, you buy the strike price that's $5. And that's going to be a lot safer. And you'll still make a ton of money. My mentor taught me that you should, when the options hit your strike price, you should sell and then buy new options that are out of the money. I think this is not always the best play, okay? Sometimes I think it's okay if you buy them that are in the money, you just hold them, okay? You just hold them. But there's so many different option strategies. So why is silver going down? Well, right now it's up to 76.77. But why is it going down? It is thought that the Bloomberg Commodities Index is going to rebalance. But yeah, we're coming fresh off of the news of Venezuela. We got lots of geopolitical tensions building up. But yeah, it's coming down too from profit taking. Silver just hit 82.50. So you're going to come down for a few days, you know. Silver, it takes 2 steps forward. But yes, so silver goes 2 steps up, 1 step back. And as I was saying before I got cut off, every day can't be bullish. Okay? Why is it coming back? Because every day cannot be bullish. That would be amazing. Every single day it goes up, 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 and it never goes down. Okay? There's always some reason why it's pulling back, whatever. Profit taking, whatever. Okay? Yeah, there's people are taking a little bit of profit off the table. Maybe it's manipulation. They're trying to bring it back down a little bit so that the elites can reposition. I think they're bringing it down so they can scare out retail so that the elites can buy the stock from frantic and scared retail. That's really what I think it is. Yeah, they're trying to scare you out. It's been said that a gold and silver bull market is either going to wear you out or shake you out. Okay, Rick Rule said that. And that's true. A gold bull market, you're going to have some bad days where they try to scare you. What I tell you is don't get scared. Don't let them manipulate you. Don't let them make you sell your silver, okay? If you want to get rich, you got to stay strong, you got to stay confident, and you got to be bold. If you can't do that, you're never going to get rich, okay? And getting rich is just the money, it's just a doubling your money, you know? I have been doubling my money. I've got to double it a few more times before I get rich, okay? That's all you got to do is you got to work on doubling your money. You got to invest in a high quality asset. You double your money, you double it again, you know, and with silver and gold, it allows you to double and double and double and double. That's why I really like silver and gold, because they let me double my net worth, okay? And that's why I like oil, because a lot of these oil stocks, the oil stocks are going to be doing multiples. So oil stocks are a good way to double, 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 and eventually you'll be a millionaire, okay? If you take $2,000 and you double it 9 times, I think that's about $1 million. So money is just a doubles game. You know how they say dating is just a numbers game? Money is a doubles game, you know? It's a game of doubling and minimizing losses. You know, you're always going to have some losses too. So you got to do your best to minimize those losses. I live down the Jersey Shore. It will skyrocket. Will Bitcoin moonshot by Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day? Maybe. It might. When I don't even know when Valentine's Day is. I don't even know when that is, bro. But let's see how gold and silver are doing now. Gold's up $20 now. Woo! Gold's moving back up, guys. Check it out. Check it out. There we go. I was watching this last night. Just look at this, guys. Look how bad this day was. I was watching. I was like, oh, damn it. Damn it. No, damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. And then I went to sleep right here. I ain't kidding you. I went to bed and I was like, damn it, I'm going to bed at the worst possible time. Gold's tanking. And I was like, I just know when I wake up, it's going to be down. I woke up and it's up. So it could have been worse, guys. But yeah, gold is up $19.90 right now. But we're kind of just going into this sideways chop, okay? Sideways choppy action. So we move up and now we're consolidating, okay? We hit a new record high, and then of course you're gonna sell off. There was a double top. Double top means you're gonna sell off a little bit. And then we come back up, down, and it's getting this sideways chop, okay? So the question is, okay, probably not long. I think gold's gonna rip higher. All right. If we don't get a big gold and silver crash tomorrow or the next day, then we're definitely going to be ripping way higher, because everybody's getting so bearish now because they're going to be rebalancing the Bloomberg Commodities Index. So if we don't go down when everyone thinks it's about to go down, this is going to be incredibly bullish, okay? So we really got to watch gold very closely tomorrow, and silver very closely indeed, okay, guys? I'm very excited about what's going to happen over the next couple days. So right now the Dow Jones is up 276. Dow climbs as defense stocks surge on military spending proposal. So I guess there's a new military spending proposal. The government is going to spend a lot. What did I say? War lets you spend more money. And they're going to be spending more money on defense. Okay, I'm telling you guys, war is coming. War is coming. What does that mean? It means buy your silver, buy your gold, buy your oil. We're finally entering the time where my 3 favorite investments are going to shine. Gold, silver, oil. This is how we get rich. This is our next move on this channel, guys. Okay? We got to get serious. We got to get dead serious. You got to stay serious about getting rich. You got to think about it all the time, okay? When I'm at Burger King and I'm doing dishes, I think about getting rich. And I say to myself, I got to get rich. I got to get rich while I'm doing those dishes, okay? So you got to tell yourself, it's positive reinforcement. Tell yourself that you're going to get rich, okay? And that's going to make you more confident. The more you tell yourself positive things, the more the likelihood that those things will happen. All right, guys? You got to get rich. You got to get rich. Get rich. So, Hunter, you're Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. This guy says he's happy to break even. It's good stuff. Not really good for you, but it's good. It tastes good. Gold, silver, wolf, and Sheba. Hey, there's Kobe from KC Trades. You guys can subscribe to his channel if you want. He's one of my close friends. He's an investing friend. We used to be investing partners. So please subscribe to his channel. And I want to see Kobe make more videos. That's really what I want to see. So that I can have a friend who's also a YouTuber. So Kobe, please make some more videos, all right? You got a lot of knowledge up here. And I think it'd be good if you give some of that knowledge to the community. Because you really know a lot about trading stocks and options, okay? So please make more videos, and everyone subscribe to that Kobe guy. Nice to meet you, brother. Hunter, what about Bitcoin as an alternative? Bitcoin is considered an alternative asset, but I don't think so. You know, other people say Bitcoin's an alternative asset, but Bitcoin has gone mainstream. You know, if Bitcoin has gone mainstream, how is it alternative? Okay, it's not. That is the narrative. They say, oh yeah, Bitcoin, it's an alternative asset. Not really. It's fully accepted by all the major institutions now. So it ain't alternative. It's mainstream, you know. But yeah, I think Bitcoin's going to keep going up, but just not going to go up as much as it went up in the past, okay? What % of your investments are gold and silver related? I'm not going to tell you what I have, but I'll tell you that I believe for you guys, you should have 30% in precious metals. And that should be a combination of gold, silver, platinum, and palladium, okay? You could also add in a little bit of copper too. Copper is a monetary metal. It has been throughout all of history, okay? So has silver. Silver is a monetary metal. People think that it's not, but it doesn't matter what people think. You're going to see in the future that silver will come back as a monetary metal, okay? And Russia is buying silver. And I heard that JP Morgan is buying silver, okay? Silver is going to be a monetary metal. It's poor man's gold. Silver is the real alternative asset, I think, here. Kobe, you got to add Pepe coin to that list. Yeah, add Pepe. Thank you, Jesus Rodriguez. I try to get Kobe into some of the meme coins like Shiba Inu and Pepe and ICP, but he's been very reluctant to get into Pepe for some reason. But I'm going to keep trying to talk to him. Okay, Jesus Rodriguez. I promise you, Jesus. Kobe will become a Pepe holder if I have anything to say about it, okay? You hear that, Kobe? You got to buy some Pepe. He says, you add some Wolf. I already have Wolf, bro. And I hope it goes up soon, okay? I might even sell my options in a couple days, you know, or probably on Monday. I got to sell them quick, okay? Once you can start paying your car note or mortgage or utility bills with Bitcoin, I'll take it more serious. By that time, the price of Bitcoin will already have gone up too much, and the risk will have already been taken out. So you're saying that you're going to be the last one to buy, basically. That's what you just said. I'm going to be the last one to buy. That means you're going to buy the top, okay? You understand what this guy just said? He's going to buy it only after it's been fully accepted. And that means you're buying it too late. That means you're going to be late to the party. Okay. My guess is that you did not buy silver at 24 bucks because you're the kind of person that comes in at the end. That's foolish. Okay. I'm glad you're here. We need a lot of fools here so that I can make you guys smart. All right. You're not going to be a fool forever. I promise you that. If I have anything to say about it, you're going to become a smart investor. Okay. And you're not going to wait till the end to buy Bitcoin. You're going to buy it when we still got time. Yeah, you don't want to come in and buy an asset after it's been fully accepted by the general populace. You want to buy it before. JP Morgan owns 50% of the silver COMEX bullion. Dang, that's why we got you here, my music Gen X, because you know stuff like that. That's a big tell, and that we don't. And what is it? They know that silver demand is about to explode because of the Samsung batteries. That's what I think that they know. And they know that solar panels are going to become even more prevalent. They're going to have solar panels in frickin' Africa, solar panels everywhere in the US, everywhere in Germany, Holland, Newfoundland, everywhere, okay? Guys, when the price of energy goes up, that's when you buy solar panels, okay? So like if we see a rise in the price of oil and natural gas, you're going to have way more solar panels. And this is all coming into the future. When I have my visions of the future, I can see that silver is going to be in such high demand that they're just going to be begging retail to sell. They're going to try everything that they can to get retail to sell so that these big companies can buy it up. Because somebody is wealthy doesn't mean they can teach you how to be wealthy. And just because somebody is not wealthy doesn't mean they don't have the knowledge. Yes. Like, guys, I'm coming up. Many of you don't know that I am going to become a millionaire. Okay? And I have the knowledge to become a millionaire. Just because I'm not a millionaire doesn't mean I don't know how to become one. Okay? I'm well on my way. I started with nothing, and now I'm here. And in a few years, I'm going to be here. Okay? So yeah, you don't want to look at how much money a person has. You just want to look at their information and their track record, their stock predictions. And if you look at my stock predictions, I've been very good. Okay? I'm just big on Bitcoin miners, switching to HPC right now, and I love buying the dips and selling options at these premiums. Yep, Kobe's got his own strategies. 24 is good, doesn't peg to anything. Same with Bitcoin, and both are doomed. Yeah, fiat is not pegged to gold, so it's going to keep going down. Gold and silver are going to keep going up at a dramatic pace, okay? And silver is going to separate itself from gold. Silver is coming into its own. Silver is completely different. It's an industrial metal, and it's a monetary metal, okay? So silver has advantages that gold does not have. That's why I like silver. Kobe, Applied Digital had some nice earnings today. Applied Digital, he says. Check out that stock, Applied Digital. Solar is a good investment. You could already argue that the solar companies, they already went up a lot, but, there's always stocks within the sector that are undervalued, The biggest one is First Solar, and that thing's pretty expensive. First Solar, it's like FSLR. Yeah, it's at $246. Do you really want to buy that now? No. I think it'll certainly come down to about 190. So I would not want to buy First Solar right now. But that's up to you. Saw that, yeah, bought a couple hundred at 29 after it fell last night. Bitcoin isn't its infancy, it's already probably peaked. It's wild to recommend it in 2026. I agree. That's why I don't recommend Bitcoin. I like the meme coins. You don't even owe 30% in metals, you told me, so why are you telling others to? What did I tell you? Did I say I had like a 10-ounce bar? Something like that? I wouldn't take too seriously what I say, I'll tell you right now, I have, let me show you my silver. I lost it. I guess I don't have any, okay? I don't have any silver. But yes, I do believe that every person should have between 5 and 30% of your money in silver and gold and platinum and palladium, okay? You know, what I have, don't worry about that. Yeah. You should not ask another person what they have. The only reason that they would tell you is if they are your close personal friend. No one's going to tell you what they have on the internet. You think I'm going to tell you how much silver I have, bro? How many ounces? You think I'm stupid? But yeah, you guys should definitely have 30%. Okay? I don't have any. I got no silver, okay? Kobe, you like is that CoreWeave? CRWV? Yeah, that one already had its move. That's my least favorite, actually. I don't like their debt problems, more of Iran guy. You hear Trump's going to stop corporations from owning single-family homes. Well, I'll believe it when I see it. Help more first-time home buyers, or I wonder if there is a first-time home buyer thing right now. First-time home buyers program. Let's see if there's anything right now. $10,000 down payment grant. So it does look like there is, get $10,000 towards your down payment. But you probably have to spend a certain amount. You have to get a certain house, you know. Probably can't do it on a trailer, you know. They probably want you to spend above a certain amount to get that 10 grand, I'm guessing. Millionaires and poor, not much between nowadays. Bitfarms. Yeah, I like Bitfarms. Yes. My friend and I are starting a business. He's already a millionaire. Wow. You look like you only eat yellow starburst. Military complex requiring silver. It's an efficiency thing. They do want it. However, if they don't have silver, they can still use other materials. Yeah, but silver's the best. Okay? Whatever happened to Mullen? And you think the military is short on cash? No. The military can get as much money as they want from the government just printing it. So they're not going to take anything less than silver. Silver works the best, okay? Silver is the best conductor, and I think it's the best reflector. Metals are for old people. Rather have growth stocks. I've made a 100% return on Google in 7 months. Yeah, but what's going to happen in the next 7 months to your Google? Maybe we'll go up another 30%, but then it could crash massively. And I promise you that metals will destroy the Dow Jones and the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, okay? So yes, growth stocks have been traditionally great things to own, but what I'm saying is in the future, they're not going to be. You're going to want dividend-paying commodity stocks and precious metals. These are going to be the best things to hold on to, especially dividend oil stocks. But yeah, if Google takes a dive, then by all means, go buy it. Okay? But right now, what's Google going for? The price of Google, this guy claims he made a lot of money on it. I don't even know what it is, so. What is the ticker symbol for Google? G-O-O. Who cares? I don't even know. Wolf a good long term? I think so. Yeah, if you want to buy TeraWolf, I would just say dollar cost average. Just buy a little bit every month. I think that's the best way to play it. Because if you want to buy options, you just don't know for sure if you're going to buy the right strike price, and you might lose your money. So if you want to be safe, I would just say dollar cost average. Buy a little bit of TeraWolf once a month, maybe. I'm about to be filthy rich. G-O-O-G-L. G-O-O-G-L. There it is. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So let's take a look. This guy said he made a lot of money on it. Yeah, he probably bought it at 170, and now it's up to 325. But yeah, it's, to keep recommending it after you've made a massive profit, to just keep on assuming it'll keep going up and up and up. It's going to have some fluctuations, okay? So yes, you bought it at a good time, and if you're selling it, you're selling it probably at a good time. But the upside for Google is short term in 2026, we could see $450, $500 if we get the melt up. But the downside, we could go back down to 200 or 150. So it's kind of in no man's land right now. Yes, it's still on a tear. I think the best way to play Google, you could buy it with a stop loss though. But that's up to you, okay? To each their own. Yeah, I don't care for Google. The price is way up. It just had a massive run. So I think that Google probably needs to blow off a little bit of steam here, but we'll see. I really don't know. It's kind of hard to predict what Google's going to do. Amazon 2 nuclear is the next wave of powering data centers in the next 5 years. Yeah, nuclear power. I have been predicting that nuclear power is going to be more prevalent within the United States and the world in general. And, they are building more nuclear plants, and these nuclear power plants are more advanced, so they're less likely to have meltdowns. And I've been a bull on uranium probably for the last 15 years, but I was very, very early. But now we have seen those gains from uranium finally come in, okay? And the uranium stocks are doing very well. I always got you, bro. Thank you. All right, what the heck is gold doing now? Gold is still holding in there. It's still holding on there, good guys. Yeah, gold's holding out. This was just so depressing last night. I was like, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. I just wanted to beat my head into a wall. And then we started coming up and up and up. And we'll see. We're right here. We're about to break out again. Shoot. It looks like it's a flag, or a bull flag. Yeah, dude, it looks like it's a bull flag. This is a bullish signal, but see, there it goes. Shit. It doesn't always mean that it's going to be bullish. It could go down, but whenever I see a flag like this, I usually assume that we will go higher, okay? But yes, a bull flag is not a guarantee it's going to move up. So we'll have to see what happens. It just means that more likely than not, it will go up. So most likely gold's going to go up. I'd say it's a 60% chance gold's going to go higher and a 40% chance it'll go lower. So that really doesn't tell you a whole lot. Sometimes people read too much into charts. You don't want to read too much into these because chart patterns are not a guarantee unless it's like gold. Gold had a cup and handle. A cup and handle is more like a 90% chance that it's going to go up and a 10% chance that it's going to go down, okay? So if you ever see a cup and handle, usually you want to be very, very bullish. That is not the time to be scared, okay? And I noticed that silver had a cup and handle, and that's why I made this channel, John's Gold and Silver, because I knew that silver was going to skyrocket, okay? So I wanted to make this channel and tell everybody about gold and silver so that I could help you guys to buy cheap. So I did my best. I did my part. I know all of you guys, some of you guys are coming here late. You're coming here just today. Silver's already 75 bucks. And you say, I wish I would have found you, when silver was cheaper. Yeah, I know. I wish I would have found you too, so I could have helped you guys. But even so, if you would have found this channel when silver was 24 bucks an ounce, there's no guarantee you would have even believed in me. You would have said, who's this guy? I don't believe silver. It is what it is, guys. When SpaceX goes public, Google is going to report the IPO price on their P&L. The stock will skyrocket. Okay. If my music Gen X is bullish on Google, that tells me that I should probably be bullish too. Okay? But I'm still not going to be a buyer of Google. I prefer other stocks right now. But yeah, Google is one that gets a lot of attention because it is one of the biggest biggest companies. And I like to buy small companies that have growth potential. That's why I'm just not a fan of Google. Not at all. Are you a Green Bay fan? The Green Bay Packers? Well, I was back when they had Brett Favre. Google owns 10 times of SpaceX. You mean 10% of it? That's cool. Why not just buy SpaceX then? If you really think that Google made a great investment on SpaceX, why not just buy SpaceX? You know? Yeah, 10%. Gold's up 21 bucks now. 21. Come on, guys, hit that subscribe button. Help me out. Trying to get some new subscribers today. Oh, SpaceX will go public. Okay, it's not even public yet. All right, I didn't know that. Yeah. TeraWulf's up to 1284. And look, just like that, the market's closed, okay? It looks like the market just closed. And TeraWulf 1289, that means I am in the money. Why tell people to invest in copper and nickel? That's foolish. No, I don't think that's foolish at all. Copper, guys, I've been telling you to buy copper, and it's already up to $6 a pound. So if you listen to me, you're already making money. So how's that foolish if you're making money? You know? How's that foolish to buy a solid, tangible asset? That's not foolish, okay? So pennies, copper pennies are one of the best investments you can make because they're so cheap. You can get them for free, all right? Can't transfer it to a cold wallet. If I buy gold, can I transfer it to a cold wallet? No. You want to buy a real gold, real physical, like this. How would you put this in a cold wallet, dude? Are you insane? This is gold. You don't want your gold in a cold wallet. You want it in your hand, like this. Okay? You got to buy gold that you can have in your hand. Don't buy digital gold. Definitely don't buy any kind of gold cryptos. Unless you really know a lot about it, okay? It's $1 a pound in New York. What do you mean? Copper is about $5.80 a pound. And I think copper is going to go to $25 a pound. And it's even going to go higher than that if you give it more time, okay? So yeah, in a few years, copper is going to be 25 bucks a pound. So if you buy it now, there you go. That's how you make money, okay? The shop's overcharged. I can hear that's not gold. That's a fake chain. It's fake. Okay, it's fake. Thank you for telling me my chain is fake, bro. I appreciate that comment. You can't. It's gonna sound how it sounds, guys. Gold doesn't sound like that. It's not fake. Yeah. I mean, it's 10 karat gold, so that means it's got other metals in it too. It's probably got copper in it. Probably got a little bit of silver in it, maybe. But I don't know. Yeah. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Let's check out what other metals are in 10 karat gold. I'm going to guess copper and silver, okay? Let's see. Okay. 10 karat gold consists of approximately 41.7% pure gold. So this is 41.7%. And 58.3% alloy material. So it's got copper in it, silver, zinc, and nickel. So yes, this might sound like a combination of gold, copper, silver, zinc, and nickel. Okay. So yeah, this isn't pure. You can't tell if it's gold from the sound, bro. What are you on? What are you on? Let's see the markings if you want hate to stop. No. If I show you the markings, what do you think is going to happen? We're going to get somebody else tomorrow that says, that's fake, show the markings. Every single day they tell me to show the markings. So if I show you, somebody else is just going to come by tomorrow and say, show me. So that's why it doesn't, the camera doesn't pick it up. Guys, we only got 21 people in here and I'm just talking about nonsense comments. Okay, guys, we got to make this a serious show. So please stop saying the chain is fake. What is galvanized aluminum at per pound? I have no idea. I'm going to guess $3. I'm going to guess $2.75. Galvanized aluminum per pound. All right, I'm going to guess $2.75. Let's see what happens. Let's see what comes up. $1.17 a pound. Aluminum, yeah, $1.17 a pound. Okay, I was way off. Chain is fake. Comments are getting banned. Probably, yeah, yes. Okay, it's fake and you bald. This guy says I'm bald. Let me block this guy. Put user in timeout. Put him in a timeout. Okay, we got any more chain comments? I'm going to time you out. $30 at Walmart. This is getting a timeout. Maybe over $3 by now. What's up, gang? What's up, gang? But yeah. So gold, $44.78. Silver, $76.94. So silver is really strong. Like I said, every time in the past silver comes up, it tanks right back down. But now it went up and it's staying up. Okay? Remember the high in 2011. Silver went up to about $49.50, and then it just boom, right back down. But now we're up there and we're staying there. That tells me that something is different. These banks can't control it as much as they used to. The banks are losing control. And as a matter of fact, I think JP Morgan is going long silver. Okay? So yes, there are still banks that are short on silver. I just heard that this one bank took on a silver position, a silver short position, and they lost. But who knows, guys? Stack copper all around your bed. Yes, I love copper, guys. Copper is one of my favorites. Hard to take financial advice from a guy with a fake chain and tilted Pokemon. Yes, you don't have to. This is entertainment / investing, okay? You can just be here for the entertainment, and you don't even have to invest. But I think that's foolish if you don't. Look at my copper, guys. That's all copper. All right, guys, check out my nickels. Come on, guys, give this video a like, all right? Look at all the nickels, guys. It's a gold mine in here. And check out these copper pennies right there. That's all copper. But yeah, I got a lot of nickels. All different ones. So yeah, I'm a big believer in copper. Any V nickels? No. I never got into the V nickels. I don't even know much about them. Those are before the Buffaloes, the Buffalo nickels. Buffalo nickels are usually worth like 50 cents a piece, and the V nickels are probably worth closer to $10 a piece. But yeah, I don't collect those nickels. I don't. If I get back into coin collecting, I'm just gonna get back into the Morgan dollars. Many in one roll of nickels. I'm gonna call you J-Rock. Noble, okay. J-Rock. My biceps like a rock. Try a few hundred a piece, some of them. I want to get one. Let's check out some of the nickels. See how much those are going for. Check out some of these nickels. This is what he's talking about right here by the V nickels. These ones. 28 bucks or $2 on that one. Yeah. That's a nice one right there. You can see it's better condition. You can see all the hair. 40 bucks on that one. Funny got my sub. Thank you. This guy subscribed. Thank you. I had hundreds of Morgan dollars and Susan B. Anthony's. The Susan B. Anthony ones aren't really worth much unless you get like the wide rim ones and stuff. Want to buy an 1 ounce gold coin. Those are 100% 24 Yes. Yeah, like the St. Gaudens though are not pure, but if you get a newer $50 gold piece, it'll be pure. Oh yeah, it'll be 999, I believe. 39's fine. If people weren't so judgmental and shut up, maybe they would learn something. Thanks, Tommy Thunder. Tommy Tough Knuckles. I would pay with Morgan and Susan B's Cash App and Google Wallet. All right, guys. But yeah, we got some stuff going on today. So yeah, gold is doing all right. You know, I think, you know how they're going to be rebalancing the Bloomberg Commodity Index? I think some of that's already factored in, that investors already saw that coming. And that's why the price is what it is. Okay? If that news wasn't there, I think silver would have taken off and gold would have just taken off more. So if anything, the rebalancing of the Bloomberg Index has already been factored in. So the price of silver might not go any lower tomorrow. Okay? Because everything is forward looking. The markets already know that they're going to probably sell silver. So I'm not even worried about the rebalancing. You know what I am worried about? All the people who don't have any silver. Those people have to rebalance. What about all the people that they have crypto stocks, they have Google, they have Amazon. These people don't have any silver. Those people are the ones that have to rebalance. They need to sell some of their Nvidia, their Google, their Tesla, and buy some actual physical metals. I think we're going to see more of that. More people are going to be dumping their stocks and buying precious metals, because the Dow is about to do this and precious metals are about to do this. So the metals are breaking out against the Dow right now, against a long-term downtrend. So what you're going to see is the metals gain rapidly against the Dow Jones and the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. So that's what a situation I'm going to be monitoring this year for you guys. I definitely expect the metals to outperform in 2026. Definitely. Okay? So yeah. But the thing is, guys, gold is up, but silver is down. Okay? So there is still some of that negative sentiment weighing in on silver for tomorrow. But silver would be higher. Silver would be way higher if it wasn't for the rebalancing of the commodities index. I think silver would be up to 79.80 right now. Okay? John, we need you to get the equipment to melt down silver and make little bricks with your stamp on it, then sell fans a little over spot plus shipping. Yeah, I wish I had the time to do that. I wish I could. Didn't beat him up because I was in another state, but he paid something. Okay. Well, guys, it's good stuff. Ingots, some silver ingots, yeah. Everybody needs to get some silver ingots. So yeah, the stock market's closed, and The Dow ended up, the NASDAQ was down. Oil was up $2.54. So oil actually had a pretty good up day, but that's because it was down to like 56. So of course it's going to pop back up a little bit, and then it'll probably go back down a little bit. It's all over the place. How many ounces should I have of silver? I say you should have 100 ounces for every person in your home. So if you got 5 people in your home, you should have 500 ounces. That's enough to get you through a lot of tough times. That's enough to barter with. You can trade it for food. You can trade it for guns. Yeah, 100 ounces for every person. Okay? Oil versus metals. Which one do you give higher returns in 2026? Metals. Oil might not even come into play until 2027. Okay? So I think we still have time to buy oil stocks. But gold, you don't have any time. You got to get it now. Okay? You got to get it now. It's already hot. It's already got the momentum. But for oil, yeah, you got plenty of time to buy them. But I would not waste that time. Okay? I would not waste it. I would start buying oil stocks now. Look at how much that one coin was worth. Oil is always good. Thank you. I'm a huge oil bull. Oil is basically my favorite investment other than silver and gold and platinum. I don't know why. I've always been a fan of oil just because I think it's got good market dynamics. I think it's got good potential. And oil is traded, it's manipulated, and oil will be manipulated higher, okay? I told you guys silver will be manipulated higher. Now I'm saying oil will be manipulated higher too, okay? Watch what happens with oil in the next 2 years, guys. If you don't buy oil stocks, I think you're really going to regret it. Remember, getting rich is a slow process. It doesn't happen overnight. You got to build a high quality position and hold on to that position. And don't be shaken out. Don't be scared. Okay? Diddy is also bullish on oil. Diddy, yeah. I love that guy. He's a good dude. I always appreciate him. Always appreciate him. So, yep. I mean, nothing else to say, really. I mean, gold's pulling back a little bit. 44.75. So, gold's up about 19 bucks. We'll see what happens. We're going to see what happens, guys. Are they going to dump silver tomorrow to rebalance the index? Don't know. He says weed is a drug. I don't do weed. What's weed? I don't know what he's talking about. But guys, please hit that subscribe button if you want to get future updates on the precious metals, okay? Gold and silver. Talk about the mental gymnastics and patience you have to have prices, cash, and you got to hold. The mental gymnastics, guys. When these metals start to go up, you're going to really start to question yourself because they're going to go up. They're going to give you some great days. They're going to make you feel euphoric, and then they're going to try to make you feel bad. Okay? They're always trying to manipulate your mind so that you sell early. Okay? What did the market sniper say? In his video, he said, why you will sell silver too early. And he's right. Silver is going to 300, but I think most people are selling now. Most people are selling at 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. People are getting out way too soon, okay? And they want you to be shaken up. They want you to feel disturbed. They want you to feel like, I made all this money and now I don't want to lose it. They want you to start to feel scared. Like they're going to bring it down to try to scare you, okay? And they're going to try to wear you out. So, guys, if you start to feel like you want to sell, that usually means that you should buy more, okay? So you got to tell yourself, well, you got to realize you shouldn't always trust your gut because the market makers want you to feel bad. Okay? You got to understand what they're trying to do by making the charts go up and down, sideways. They're trying to wear you out. So you say, I've had enough. Okay? They want to give you some money so you feel euphoric, take it away. Give you some back, take it away. And then you're just going to say, okay, I can't do this anymore. Okay? You guys got to stay strong. Don't let them affect you. Okay? Hold your winners. If it goes down 80% or up 300%, hold your winners. Exactly. Well, if silver goes up another 300%, then maybe we could take some profits. Yes. The old saying, be fearful when others are greedy, be greedy when others are fearful. Yeah. Most people can't control their fear and their greed. But over time, you're going to get better. You know, over time, I will get better. I have gotten better, especially in the past, I'm going to say the past year. I've gotten a lot stronger, a lot more confident in my own trusting my gut. You got to trust yourself, guys. Whatever you're hearing, it's not always true. Okay? They will tell you that silver's going to crash, and they hope that you're going to listen. But guess what? The same ones that are telling you silver's going to crash, they're buying it up. As soon as you sell it, they're right there to buy it. Okay? So don't fall victim to the manipulation from these market makers and these bigger players. Do not be a victim. Do not sell your silver. You will sell too early. Okay? Do not do that. So, you made a huge error. This guy says he knows. He knows. Somebody sold or something. He says he knows. Forever. This forever guy. I still have no gold or silver. Sold all my gold when Obama did cash for gold. Cash for gold? Obama did a cash for gold? I don't even remember that. But that's so obvious. The government wants your gold. We'll give you cash for your gold. It's like, if you want it so bad, why should I sell it to you? Okay? You're going to be in desperation. They wait until you're desperate, and then they try to get your gold from you. Okay? Just remember, when you have something, somebody else wants it, you should realize, why do they want this so bad? What's going to happen in the future? Okay? And what happened is what you see right now. You know, don't let them shake you out. That was just Obama trying to shake you out of your gold. Probably, you know. I don't even know that he did that cash for gold, but back at that time I was working at a freaking woodworking factory, and I was like, who's this freaking Obama guy? I hate this guy. He's a Muslim, and his wife is a man. I was like, and my grandfather was like, yeah, this guy's evil. But yeah, Obama, I think he was evil. The printers are on fire at fiat, metals go up. Yes, when they turn on the printing presses, the prices of precious metal will skyrocket, okay? Banks and institutions are buying gold at record high. Yes, so why are you not? You know, if the insiders, the smart money is buying gold, we have to as well. We have to buy as much gold, as much silver as we possibly can, up to 30% of our portfolio, okay? Every person should have between 5% and 30% of precious metals. And if you only want to have 5%, that's all you feel comfortable with, that's okay. I think that it would be better if you have 15, 20, 25, 30%, just because of the future demand for silver, okay? Silver is getting more scarce. It's having many more uses, okay? Silver is going to be the freaking hottest thing probably in 2026. It's probably going to be the hottest thing in 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030, 2035, 2040. Silver is going to be freaking hot, guys. Imagine the demand for silver by the year 2030, 2035. Imagine how many houses are going to have solar panels. A lot. Imagine how many electric cars there's going to be. A lot. And people, you're not, I know you're not going to like me for saying this, but there will be way more electric cars, and they're going to demand silver. There's going to be more electric semis, electric school buses, electric city buses, electric taxis, and these are all going to use a lot of silver. Okay, guys? So if you want to get rich, I think you should buy these silver and gold stocks. Join my Patreon now. Become part of the team, okay? And buy these stocks. Not financial advice. You could lose everything, okay? Talk on Obama. I don't know, guys. The guy is from frickin' another country. He wasn't even born in the US. And he's just an evil dude. You know, he's just part of the insider crew. He's part of the insiders, and you and I are not part of their group. They are the deceivers. Obama. He is the great deceiver. Okay? Just like the Pope. He's a great deceiver. Dare I say, just like Trump? These people are all the same, okay? Just like Erica Kirk. These people are all evil. They're all in one big club, and you and I ain't in it, you know? That's what Gerald Celente says. Yeah, you guys got to watch Gerald Celente. I said, don't talk on him. Oh, might get me shadow banned. I think it already did. We're down to 12 viewers. You missed my comments. Yeah. Okay, Obama, he's a good man. We're already shadow banned right now. But yeah. So guys, gold and silver. Gold and silver. That's good. Oh, look how stupid I look. I love it. I like that. All right, guys. Well, what else we got for you? Yeah, silver's down $1.30. But I ain't worried about silver. If silver dips to 60, 55, I'm going to be buying. Okay? If silver tanks tomorrow, I'm buying King options ITM for 2027. Premiums will be dirt cheap. Okay? King options. In the money. Yeah. Yeah, if it tanks, a lot of people are going to be going long for sure. People are looking for that dip. Yeah, they're looking. People love to buy dips, especially on gold and silver right now. I said freaking over a year ago, dips and gold will be bought. And was I right? Yes. Every dip in gold so far has been bought. So no one has been more accurate than John's Gold and Silver channel, okay? Long options, yes. First, I can't type. I feel like YouTube is intentionally pulling your channel down. These MFers are happy to listen to fake investors in question. Yeah, they're listening to that Asian guy. He's a fake dude. And question one who predicted gold and silver will skyrocket 3 years back. Yeah, it is what it is, you know. If I just... A lot of channels are shadow banned, okay? Gregory Manarino is shadow banned. Gerald Celente. So a lot of good people are shadow banned, but yet they keep making videos and their longtime viewers keep watching. But yeah, their channels are not really growing at all because they are banned. But they're, you know, they're still able to grow a little bit. So my channel is still growing a little bit. So I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there. It'll take time. Because I'm shadow banned, it just means it will take a lot longer to take this channel to where I want it to go. Okay? But yeah, they're definitely shadow banning me, and they're making it so that my volume hardly ever works. I think that's probably YouTube doing that through the algorithm, so that I have to restart, end it, and then it's gonna tell the algorithm to not put out my videos because I'm starting it and stopping it and starting it and stopping it. Yeah. You know, just a week ago, we were getting 60, 70 viewers. Now we got 21. So they definitely took me down. But it is what it is. You got to keep fighting. You're going to have problems in any business, okay? It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, guys. I've been stacking silver and gold for 3 years now. Nice, dude. Smart man. Very intelligent dude if you've been stacking that much. Stacking for 3 years. White chocolate, yeah. Yeah. Well, 20 viewers in here. Better than nothing, right? Better than nothing. But yeah, I mean, with the momentum that we have on gold, we could just keep going higher and higher and higher right here. Might not even hold down. Might not even hold down long. We could see another record high very soon on gold. So that's what I'm looking for. Once we get that another gold record high, then I think we're going to be off to the races. We're going to see some crazy prices for gold and silver, prices that most people wouldn't even believe, okay? Highly respected analysts like Michael Oliver, they're saying that $400 silver is not out of the question, okay? And I don't think it is. I think silver is going to go to $400, okay? So guys, I'll leave you with that. Load up on silver and gold. I'm going to lift. Yeah, I'm going to be lifting in about, I'm going to shut this off and I'm going to come back and lift. So yeah, if you want to come back, I think I'm going to make some eggs first. Okay. So I will be back and we're going to do a bodybuilding episode. Okay. Copper. Yes. All right. I'll see you in a little while, guys.